Charlie? I think he's right, dude. Only a couple jabronis come out here without skates on. I gotta do this thing in skates, man. You know, work up a routine, really jazz the crowd.
You know, can I stop you, though?
Yeah.
You keep using this word jabroni, and it's awesome.
First of all, iconic. I didn't know people still use the word jabroni. The last time I've heard that, I think, was 1990. It was a tremendous throwback.
I never stopped using it.
You've been using it ever since?
Oh, yeah. What?
Yeah,
And then everyone said jaBROni.
What is that? The future of radio, you jabronis.
jaBROnis. Cool word.
Hey, jaBROni, show some class.
She's right, Andy. You're being a jaBROni.
jaBROni, JABRONI, XYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
We don't believe you jabronis. Nah. We don't believe you jabronis. Nah. We don't believe you jabronis. I get it lit like a...
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the jaBROnis. I'm Topher McCann, joined as always with your reigning, defending, undisputed jaBROni world champion, Mr. Mike Butler.
What's up?
What's going on, man? Flannel boys.
Flannel boys. Steve Austin boy.
Goddamn right. Happy Rumble Day.
Happy Rumble Day. Happy Rumble Day.
This is joyous. It's a joyous day. I got to go to a wedding tonight. And I'm definitely going to be the guy dancing with my wife. Do I do underneath right below the ass? Maybe have my phone there.
Are we slow dancing or are we fast dancing?
I'm gonna have to do a slow.
If it's slow dancing, you just prop the phone up right on the bosoms, and you can, just look down and watch.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna be the guy randomly, Peacock's gonna be streaming on my phone.
Yeah,
somewhere it'll be we'll have inside jacket pocket. We'll have that, but if you're at that wedding tonight and you see me, I'll have the Rumble. If you want to come kick it and hang out. I'm going to be respectful and not bring the iPad.
It's fair.
Last wedding I went to was the Phillies, where Phillies had a playoff game.
Yeah.
And I was one of the most popular people at the wedding because I had the game on at the cocktail hour. And cocktail hour, I had a bunch of people around my standing circle table. So
something tells me you won't be like that tonight. I don't know. Something tells me nobody will gravitate you to watch the Rumble.
The old me would have been maybe the younger me would have been a little scared to have wrestling on because I'd be like, oh, someone's going to make fun of me because I've been used to that since I was a child. But now as 30-something, where I probably should care more, I don't really care. I just tell people I want to watch the Rumble. Let me like my things. Go away.
Makes sense.
All right. But even before the Rumble, it's every time we take just a few days. We record a few days ago, and all of a sudden it starts out with great beginning of the week. We'll start with that first. Start with the Netflix beginning of the week. We got Raw next year is going to Netflix, and then all the little things came out. We're just commercials now.
You think it's gonna be commercial free? Nah.
It seems like it's gonna be.
Nah.
What now on Netflix are we doing ads with? I don't really use Netflix that much, so I guess.
Yeah, me neither. So they have tiers where there are ads, for starters. Also, it'll be the first live weekly show on Netflix, so they could put ads in there.
Netflix has ad so if I'm watching
if you're paying for the smallest the smallest fucking tier.
I didn't know. I forgot they changed that. I thought they just kept raising it. It used to be $9.99 a month, and then
no, it's crazy because it goes from $7 to $16, and that's the middle tier.
And it's still because I was just thinking, I was like, man, I think I have enough. Someone has Netflix because it's on my Roku on my TV. So obviously, I think I have someone's account, probably an in-law or something.
Well, keep in mind they do that password protection thing. The only reason I pay for Netflix is because they kicked me off my mom's. Shout out to
Soon enough,
Butler.
I'm gonna have to keep all these platforms now. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
All right, I got a year to worry about it. But yeah, a big deal. I mean, the eyeballs alone from the amount of people who are just watching on cable television now to worldwide, like just
Yeah.
it's just the number of eyeballs that are going to be on the product that have not had their eyes on the product before is just going to be available to so many more people. So, and then you don't know, is it 3 hours, 2 hours, or
I hope it's 2. I hope it's 2. It could be 2, but I think the third hour is also very much in play.
But the third hour was mainly in play because of ad revenue. So now if it's going to be maybe more limited, even if they have their tier, but maybe you could still
they have to do something to fill that time. You know, I think there will be ads because 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, doesn't, however long ads are now, doesn't seem like a lot or a long time, but it does. It adds up, and they're gonna have to fill that time somehow. But who knows? Good for them. $5 billion. Fantastic.
That's insane. That's an insane deal. But
it's just like regular day for them. Crazy.
And now also too, I mean, the WWE network in general, because it's still available in many other countries and they're still using that, but everything's going to be switched. All the content will be switched from the network to Netflix. So in that case, I mean,
only internationally though. We still got to pay for Peacock.
So that's all, and all of that will still be remaining the same still. So we're still going to have our
their contract. Their contract with Peacock runs to like 2026, I think.
So it's just going to be, we're going to be spread all over the place. We're going to, SmackDown's going to be on USA. We're going to have Raw on Netflix.
I don't know if Raw will be on Peacock. Like, I don't know if you'll be watching past Raws or if, you know, do they move Raw to Netflix? Like,
I guess you would just, wouldn't you be able to just own the catalog of, that's what you just need to do. Just put every single Raw on Netflix.
We might be just moving. WWE might just moving to Netflix after 2026. Man, makes sense.
Good.
Netflix will just skyrocket in price at that point.
Would they then think at that point? I mean, this year's down. Netflix gets.
Why not? Why make it complicated and go elsewhere?
You see, I guess, you see, it's perfect. You have the deals with both, kind of see how this Netflix thing starts.
It's just a foot in the door. Imagine that. It's just a foot in the door getting Raw. And it's a $5 billion foot. It's insanity.
So much money. So, yes, there was that. We're like, whoa. That's all right. Well, they finally
good news week.
And then it's the Vince McMahon news came out, which you started. I was at work and you sent me a message, and I'm reading a small screenshot of a text message, and I see Vince, I'm hearing Brock pissing, and I'm just trying to I'm like, what is happening? And still right now, I'm gathering everything. It's just like, what is happening? Vince McMahon is out. TKO was announced early Friday or mid-afternoon Friday from Nick Khan. So the Vince McMahon coming and going and coming and going is, I think this is the official nail in the coffin. Your thoughts on the McMahon news here?
Just look, my thoughts were what they were before this. I mean, he's a fucking pig.
Run the old clip.
Yeah, he's a fucking pig, dude. Like, he sucks. Like, everyone it just seems like everyone executively in wrestling sucks. He's
that's jolly
really
old
bad.
Nick Khan.
Not Nick Khan. Nick Khan's good. But yeah, no, I mean, you hear, everything that happened last year. You knew stuff was going to come out, and I guess this is the stuff that everyone was anticipating. And it's just, you think, it's going to be bad, and you think of the worst possible scenario, and then you read what actually happened. And it's like, never in a million years would I think of this guy doing these acts with these people at these places. It's just bad. I don't know what else to say about it.
The text is weird. Like, when I was reading the text, I was like, is this like did someone like make, or is this how Vince McMahon text? And if that's how he texts, I mean, the stuff he was saying was but just the way it's
that was very weird for like a fucking billionaire basically texting like that.
I don't know. I was just
he's stupid. I mean, like, he's stupid. Just if you're of that figure, that public of a figure, I mean, I don't know. If it were me, I'd probably like not be talking about that shit. Cause I'll just, government's always watching. You never know. Like, fuck. Like, how did they get those? I guess she screenshotted, right? I guess she screenshot. That's another reason. Like, you're doing this, you have to know it's wrong, and you're sending these texts knowing that screenshotting and shit is like a thing. Like,
but I guess in his mind, he's like, I paid a bunch of money to her, and
I guess like NDAs get brought up all the time. Non-disclosure agreements. What does it like? Okay, he has her sign these things, but then it comes out. Like, what's the point of an NDA? Is she gonna get in trouble? Like, could she get sued by him? Like, because I can't imagine a jury of your peers are gonna be like, "Yo, you told on him. You're guilty, bro. You're fucking guilty. You deserve another shit on the back, bro. Like, you do."
We need to get our legal advisor on here to go through all the Dom, where are you? Because I was picking his brain a little bit about it, but it's well, whatever. He's now out. And we're gonna do the same thing now here with AEW and something with the Jericho thing a few weeks ago. I mean, Jericho sucks too because he liked to tweet about involving him getting accused of and hopefully that Vince and Brock get the same thing of like him getting accused. I don't know if you saw he liked some tweet. It's just like, dude.
Like I said, everybody like they all suck. They all suck. I mean, it's not a competition. People are like using this stuff as like tribalism debates and shit. Like, Vince sucks. Tony sucks. He has Ric Flair on more than he has Ricky Starks on TV. That should tell you everything you need to know. They all fucking suck.
All right, so at the
fucking
presser tonight, man. We're gonna throw a hat. Someone's there. Maybe, I don't know. Someone fun.
The Nick Hausman guy. He already replied to a tweet saying that he will ask Triple H about it.
So I was just saying, like,
I can't imagine that's actually going to happen. I'm sure they will be talked to before it goes on the air.
Yeah, R-Truth wins the Rumble. He's got a funny hat on. He takes it off. He puts the funny hat on Triple H. He's sitting next to him, and then they're asked, "Hey, what are your thoughts on the Vince McMahon news this week?"
No, I mean, not only
like sitting there with a big funny hat on, answering the question, or
no, I think it gets shut down before it even starts. But I mean, you got to think. I mean, there's like so many layers to this. I mean, you got Brock Lesnar now involved. What does that do with his future?
Not named, just I mean.
Oh yeah, not named. Not named. You're right. Sorry, don't get
It's
sued.
him
by
or
Brock
Ronda
Lesnar.
Rousey. So.
It's either him or Ronda Rousey. That is correct. Former UFC heavyweight champion.
Yeah, it's not Riddle. He wasn't
I
a
don't
champion.
think Riddle won anything in the UFC. But somebody else is involved. I'll say that. Somebody else is involved. Somebody made a plan to go meet this chick. Somebody didn't go because of weather. I mean, it's like
there's a lot more stuff coming out about it now.
So much more. You can't even like get into it here. I mean, I know the bullet points. You know, I'm just saying, like, it's so much, and so many people are in trouble. And then you got this like investigative team that said they'd investigate it, but they didn't investigate it. And the people part of that investigative team are pretty popular with fans. You know, other McMahon. And current games, I think. So just a lot of stuff. Fallout's going to be interesting. I was talking to one of my buddies, like, you think he's going to get shit on in jail? I'm like, I don't even think he's going to go to jail. I don't know. Like, I feel like he would have already been in jail.
I feel like all the things, yeah, I feel like he's already lived his long life. He kind of, not to say, it's like kind of got away with it.
Yeah, I mean, if he does go to jail, like, well, cool. He's going to be in jail for like 3 years before he dies.
And then, yeah, just say that people close to Vince McMahon may be getting fired very soon. So there's people that are like very close.
I thought they were all gone already. Just like I thought Vince was gone. I didn't realize like he still had power and stuff, you know. And only because I say that only because the product's been really good on TV.
I don't think he had any really say. I think Trips is really hands on with everything. Maybe we get Steph. Maybe Steph comes back now.
Steph comes back. Hope Shane. I mean, right now, Twitter or X, everybody's mad at all the McMahons except for Shane.
Shane?
Yes, except for Shane.
But we like all hated Shane when he came back like last year, the Rumble, and like tried to like win the whole thing.
That was before we were realizing that, you know, Vince likes to poop. Stephanie likes to brush that poop under the rug. I mean, I will not say anything about Triple H until I see more proof of him being involved. I mean, I don't know if he was named. I know Stephanie was named as part of that team. And I guess one's going to assume if Stephanie knows about this, then she probably tells Triple H about this.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see more proof about Triple H. But I mean, yeah, you know, like pretty crazy stuff. Not gonna lie, crazy stuff on the eve of one of the biggest nights of the year for WWE.
We just want wrestling. We like wrestling drama, obviously, but not like this kind of drama. Like
you just
beating up Jack Perry drama.
You think back to that segment where it's Triple H and Shawn Michaels and Shane and Vince, and Triple H and Shawn are impersonating the McMahons, and then, you know, quote unquote feces were dumped on Shane and Vince, and it's just like, funny.
Yeah,
how the tables turned. Anyway,
but that was the roller coaster of just the news cycle this week. It was like a Netflix deal, Vince,
and 2K24. 2K24. I'm fucking pumped. I'm sorry, but I'm pumped. Never been more pumped for a video game. Bigger roster, bigger legends, more match types. After saying, or all I heard leading up was, it's just going to be a tune-up year. They're going to refine some things. I was like real pissed about hearing that. But then like there's like 3 new match types. New, quote unquote new. They're bringing them back. Bigger roster. Just really fucking stoked. And they're going to have our WrestleMania 40 stage, like our arena, in the game later in the summer. But you have to get the $120 version of the game to get that.
I think I'm getting it this year. I can't not get it this year.
Yeah, it's too good. It's too good.
When is it coming out?
If you pre-order the deluxe or the 40 years of WrestleMania version, it comes out March 5th. If you get the standard, March 8th.
Oh, so it's not even that far away.
Nah, it's like a month away almost.
Yeah, I saw. I mean, I saw the reaction. I saw we got Rhea and Bianca too, also on the cover with Cody.
That's the deluxe edition. Cody's on the standard.
Yeah, so many versions, so everyone's getting a little.
Special referee is back. Everybody gets their own referee outfit. Fucking fantastic.
Yeah,
casket matches, ambulance matches.
Stone Cold CGI face in the trailer was a little creepy.
That whole thing was creepy. I liked the idea. The thought was really cool.
And Hogan too.
The thought was really cool, but you don't need to have them. You sold me. The game sells itself. You don't need to add that kind of stuff. It just sucked that Steve Austin was like the worst. I think they did Hogan, Austin, Undertaker. Steve Austin was absolutely the worst.
Oh, so even I don't know why they used that angle or anything of it. I was like, you could have got another problem. I don't know. It was just super.
It probably would have looked better if they did what they did with Hogan.
Yeah.
It probably would have looked better. But him leaning on the ropes, turning his head, probably not the best.
So, yeah. But yes, I mean, again, the roller coaster, that video games, firings, Netflix. It was all too. It was just insane. What else happened this week?
You gotta mention, like, I guess everyone's crediting Slim Jim for the takedown of Vince McMahon yesterday. Because Slim Jim, I guess, pulled I think you told me they pulled their sponsorship. No more Slim Jim matches. No, sir. You got to get rid of them.
People were making fun of Slim Jim like immediately because that news they pulled out in like 2 hours, not even like an hour or two later. Vince was like, "Oh, resigned," and then people were just
Did
like,
they go back in?
And Slim Jim was like, you guys ever?" People were saying to Slim Jim, "You guys are feeling salty, probably," but they're back.
Are they back? Slim Jim was like, "Yeah, man, thanks for doing that, brother."
For the Royal Rumble, Slim Jim will be everywhere.
Right. You don't see Cinnamon Toast Crunch pulling this fucking shit.
No,
they're WWE through and through.
We're at. CT Crunch is all about the bad things in life and the good things in life. They defend all sides. They're uncancelable. And I'm really hoping it's going to be at Mania this year. Little CT Crunch guys.
They're releasing like videos of like a CM Punk vlog this week, and it's fucking fascinating when you put all of it together. Just absolutely.
I think I saw one. I feel like I watched one of them.
Yeah, I only watched one, but I see that they're doing everything, and it's just him training, and it looks incredible. That's all I'm saying.
All right. What else do we get into before because we have to just do predictions to kind of talk Rumble theories and stuff, because if we just kind of talk about it, it's kind of going.
But also, knowing me and you, that those theorying could lead to like fantasy booking WrestleMania, so that could take long. But skimmed through SmackDown a little bit yesterday. Fine show, nothing to brag about. They were in this. Did you watch the show?
I got to see everything.
Yeah. So maybe this Eladio guy.
Was it Solo and LA Knight in the main event?
In the main event, yeah.
That was the last. Yeah, I saw everything.
So, but like my beef is with this Eladio guy, or the rapper that made an RKO song.
RKO,
yeah. There was a segment backstage where he's like, picking Randy to win the title, and then Solo and Jimmy pull up on him, and then he like cowers down and shit.
I got respect. I got respect.
Bad Bunny, dude, it would like fucking crush this guy. That's all I'm saying. Bad Bunny wouldn't back down. I hope we get Bad Bunny tonight.
I think that weren't they trying to say that they're like friends? He's like a friend of Bad Bunny's. So
Yeah,
we're
cool.
we're getting a tag match at some point. Bad
Bunny
Bunny
and Bad Bunny for the tag titles. Cool.
Randy is a special guest referee. We had Carlito and Santos Escobar, and then Escobar was I think Electra Lopez from NXT has rejoined with Santos Escobar. So I mean, you got that whole family with the Humberto and is it Humberto?
Is it just Legado del Fantasma again? Like, are they calling themselves that?
I've heard him say that recently, so I don't know if we're just getting back to the family. Everyone, it's all factions. The SmackDown was like just faction fest. It's Damage Control, the Testament, Street Profits, and Bobby Lashley have everyone's the Bloodline. It's just nonsense. The only people who are like no faction, I think, that AJ, LA Knight, and Randy Orton beginning. It's like everybody else is Faction City. You got R-Truth on SmackDown. Can't complain about that.
I love that they're doing their Tumblr too with the Rumble picks. I've missed that.
Yeah, and I was like always trying to see what numbers written on their piece of paper, or even if there's a number written on the piece of paper, or it's just a blank piece of paper. I don't know. These are the things I want to know.
Agreed.
But you can do some theory. You can like Jimmy Uso's probably going to be in the top, like for one of the first. I'm thinking 5 guys out there.
I think he's number 1.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was gonna say, but in my head, I'm like, you could just those reactions with some of them. You're just like, like people get like.
I would love if he's number 1 and Jay's number 2. Give us a little appetizer for Mania. Little thing, little appetizer.
They gave Jimmy a goal, which is they're definitely doing the Uso match. So they said, Jimmy, win the Rumble, go challenge Seth Rollins and win it. So that's Jimmy's goal now. The person who eliminates him from the Rumble will be his match at WrestleMania. And that person's going to be
JJ.
So I think that's why they introduced that storyline last night, to have Jimmy's goal now is to do that. I mean, it's the goal of everyone in that, but it's spoken out loud by the wise man. So that's where we get the clash of the. That's why they pumped the brakes in, what was that, like November, when they looked like they were going to do the Usos match at like some random pay-per-view. So I think that's like probably one of the most things I'm confident on about the Rumble. Like that's one thing I feel like is definitely happening.
Agreed.
Besides that, it's like, yeah, it's like one or like. Should we start? Let's get in the Rumble predictions.
Fucking do it.
All right. All right.
I'm sorry.
Champ. I mean, we're pretty basic here. This is one of those short. There's only 4.
I think this may be the shortest.
Yeah, we've had a 5er before, but this is 4. We got the 2 Rumble matches, U.S. title, and the 4-way for the title. So we do.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, we do the confidence points in this one. Again, you're most confident. You're going to throw 4 on it all the way down to your least confident. And I got to take a shot. Something.
Somewhere. But somebody else took a shot. This is the month we re-entered Dana into the ranking. She likes to do these big fours. She likes to do the big fours.
That's fair.
So,
and hey, ranking systems are a new. They're coming back. All right, so get her in here.
So she's at dance class, but
Right.
I did get her picks, so she's here in the spirit. I don't know what order we're going in, but I don't know if you want to do the order of the rumored match card. I mean, if you want to, or I know you like to do order of importance.
No, but this probably would make sense to leave we definitely going to leave the men's rumble for the end, which is going to be the main event. So yeah, let's do that. We'll start off with, and they didn't have one out. So it's just a generic Royal Rumble photo here, guys. We're going to do the women's Royal Rumble. Champ, you have the op. You want to start off? You want me to?
I'll start. I'm gonna name Dana's first though, so I can easily remember. All right, so I should have 4 on that one. She had 3 on that one.
Oh boy.
She has 1 point on this match, and she has picked Becky Lynch.
Okay.
She has picked Becky Lynch. Don't know her rhyme or reason. I think it's because she really likes the idea of Becky and Rhea going at it. I feel like that's a really good guess. And Becky is going to be a great second place person, because the woman who is actually going to win the Women's Rumble will be Bayley, and I am putting 2 points on Bayley.
Yeah, this is I gotta stay with you. I gotta stay with you on this one. This is the one I can't take a shot on. I think it's when you look at the list of names who could win this, it's like, even though people win multiple times, Bayley has not won the Royal Rumble before. And
I don't think we've had a multi-time winner, have we, for the women's one?
I don't think so yet. I mean, if Becky won it before, Becky won it before, right?
Yes.
So Becky would be a 2-time. Bianca would be a 2-time. Rhea, if she won, which she's not an NXT champion, but she would be a 2-time. Besides that, Sasha Banks never won it when she was in the company, right?
Correct. She was always champion. Champion. Missed that girl.
And then you look at Asuka, I don't know, Raquel Rodriguez and Nia Jax.
I mean, you have any predictions as far as maybe surprises in this one? I have one. I have one, and I think I know one for sure. I don't know if you want that one.
I don't know if they're going to pull the Jade card.
I feel like I don't know if they will, but I feel like they will.
Yeah, I just don't think you bring her out and she
really.
I don't know. She's been, how long has it been? 6 months? How long has
it only been 6 months? I feel like it was longer.
It has probably been longer. So
maybe beginning of summer, or maybe right before
Women's Center. I could see.
If you're going to test the waters, why not at the Rumble? All
right, well then, if she is in it, she needs to be very close to, I think, the end. I think she needs to have a very strong showing in it.
It depends on how well she does. I mean, if she's in there and she's fucking up a lot, if they they can make the call on the fly, all right, get her out. But if she's doing good, then yeah, absolutely needs to have a strong showing.
Oh my god,
she needs to have an AJ Styles debut.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Yeah, an entrance. She's like they're gonna make her like a big top star. It's like, does she have like this grand entrance, or Rumble's like
Honestly,
rush?
if she could win, if she's good, she could win. They may know that she's really good, and she could win.
That's what I was thinking. Like, maybe I was like, but it's so far away. I was like, man, she's in the Rumble next. She wins next year. But I'm like, that's too much to sign this chick and then just don't have her around for a year and a half.
Yeah. Do you think we get any iteration of Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné tonight?
Yeah, man. They like a month ago, Fightful and everyone said she was debuting with AEW. She did that already, right? Isn't she in AEW?
Did she debut with AEW? I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think she did.
But in all fairness, Fightful said CM Punk wasn't signing with WWE.
Boozer knew about that. I would say there's probably a big chance for Naomi to be in the Rumble.
Yeah, I would say that's like a 90% chance that because I know she's like on her way back.
She wrapped because I'm pretty sure she wrapped up.
She did
her. So is there any? I mean,
the one I know is, I think somebody said Cora Jade would be in it.
Is she still hurt?
Oh, is she hurt? I thought someone. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know anything. I don't watch NXT really, so So she might be interviewed.
Dana's got Bex.
Dana's got Becky. We got Bailey.
I'm on the Bailey.
How many points for you?
2.
2 points. Easy peasy.
All right, let's do the 4-way. We have the Tribal Chief taking on AJ Styles, LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Randall. We love you, Randy. So I'm up on this one. I mean, I'm going with my Roman's not losing the title. Yeah, it's got to be 4 Roman.
Yep. 4's across the board. Everybody has Roman here. I do think this match is going to make your butthole pucker up once or twice for sure. I think it'll be the closest Roman gets to losing the title so far. And I think each one of them has a moment where we're like, oh my God, they're doing it. But Roman ultimately wins this match for sure. Although I'm like, I have a 4 on him, but I'm like at 90% he's going to win. I think there's like a 10% chance Randy wins. Just because we can do Randy and Cody.
If they're doing no. I don't know. I don't know the direction. I don't know the direction. But yeah, it's got to be Roman. Do you think anyone else gets involved in this match besides the 4 men that are in the match?
You mean like a bloodline type of thing?
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Why not? Yeah,
they're going to be in the. Obviously,
it's crazy.
Solo is Solo announced for the Rumble?
I don't think he's announced, but I don't think he needs to be.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be in it.
Yeah. I was just saying, because I think like Jay and Jimmy were both announced for it. I was like, it's Solo for it? Because Solo's going to pop up, obviously, because they're definitely telling there's a still underlining story of Solo and Roman, which I think, we're in like the bottom of the 4th inning. So still a lot to tell. It was crazy last night when Randy was giving that promo and he was just like, almost 1,300 days as champion. You just like think about it. You're like, dude, this is wild. What a wild run.
Yes, absolutely. Good for him.
All right. Well, this leads probably to another, just like probably the most predictable match on the show, which is crazy to say. Oh my God, U.S. champ Logan Paul taking on Kevin Owens.
Yes. Let's see. Again, I think this is going to be across the board here. But Dana has Logan at 3. I also have Logan at 3.
Yeah, I gotta do the same. And Logan 3's on the board.
Just there's you got somebody of his stature, somebody that popular. You're gonna go into WrestleMania with him as champ.
This now leads to the men's Royal Rumble. I mean, it's my turn to pick somebody, but I'm just gonna let you pick because I'm not picking the same person as you. So I'm gonna let you.
So this will be very interesting. Because I kind of have to play a little bit of defense here. Because I know Dana's pick.
Yeah. I don't think Becky's winning, so I think that's gonna screw. We're gonna be matched up with the same, and it's gonna go between.
I think all three of us are thinking either one or the other. I don't think there's a third or a fourth. I just don't want to be wrong.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like just because it's like it's one or the other, and it's going to be Rumble and Elimination Chamber, and it's how they're going to tell the story. So it's just like who's winning which one.
Yes. So Dana, I'll say Dana. Dana has Cody for 2 points. If I pick Cody, Dana doesn't get the title. All right. I don't want. There's no way he doesn't. Like, how do you get him to SmackDown to face Roman? And it's like, you don't know the deal with Seth Rollins. I mean, you kind of know the deal, but like, you don't know the deal. You can't confidently say he's going to be ready for WrestleMania.
Just random. Do you think Rollins will be on Raw this week, or do you?
No, I don't.
Do you think he's even at the Rumble tonight? Just not in it, but just like there.
Just like chilling. Yeah, he's probably there in some capacity. He's gotta like heal that sucker up at some point, so I don't think he'll be at Raw.
That's what I was thinking. I think they kind of wrote him off TV with that. Not that he was like attacked or anything, but that promo kind of wrote him kind of where you can just duck down for a little bit until like Elimination Chamber and just kind of hype up a return. Like Seth Rollins returns in like 2 weeks to address like him getting called. But doesn't he? If if like Punk wins the Rumble, like don't you think you would want Rollins on Raw, like to be there for and like you said, Cody getting over to make the Roman match happen? How do you place these things around? What are they thinking? But anyway.
I also find it very hard to believe that Punk's just going to walk in here after being gone 10 years and they're going to hand him a Rumble win. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
But He's my motherfucking guy. And I just feel like he came back for a reason. And I think the reason is to win the Rumble and main event WrestleMania in Philly. So, with that being said, I'm going to go with CM Punk. And I'm going to put 1 point on it.
Yeah.
Do it.
So,
it's crazy because yesterday and all week, actually, I was like, Cody's going to win this motherfucker.
I just got to randomly pick somebody that's like a random storyline. I'm about to pick like the fucking Rock or something for a point. Just something. Because Cody's going to get eliminated.
Rock's a good pick. I think Solo's a good pick.
Gunther's getting eliminated or towards the end. About to take MJF. Yeah, I mean, I have to take Cody for one.
Yeah,
I will be. I don't want to win the title because I'll be pissed about WrestleMania. So I want it to be wrong. I swear to God, I'm at this wedding and I see Cody win the Rumble. I'm gonna be so fucking mad. Punk needs to win.
Punk probably should win. It's just my biggest doubt there is not only, I mean, of him just coming back and winning the Rumble, but like you don't know the deal with Seth, you know. And I think that's kind of a big deal. And also WWE releasing these vlogs now that I think about it, and it's like you're kind of throwing Punk in our face a little bit. So
who was announced for Elimination Chamber with their face next to it? Was it Cody or was it Punk?
I mean, I know Punk was announced.
Punk was announced for the. That's the only shining glimmering hope of me, like being like, okay, well, why is he going to be at Elimination Chamber? That's the only. That's the only. Like, what is he going to have? Like a singles feud before Mania? I don't know. Or
they've done that before. They've done that before.
But I was just like, oh, maybe he's going to be in the chamber match because Cody wins the Rumble.
That's crazy too. But you could be right. I mean, it's fucking 50-50.
I think people think Gunther has a better shot. I was just like, I don't know. It's like Cody could come back and instantly win 2 Rumbles back to back, which is one. Who's done that? Austin?
Austin's done it. Michaels has done it. Hogan's done it.
So coming back into the company, you win the Rumble 2 years. That's a story alone where you can kind of like, if they want to do it with Cody winning, it's just like he was so determined, came back, like won it again. I'm just trying to talk my pick to make it seem somewhat.
You don't have to talk too much about it though, because I mean, I feel like they are determined on getting that title on him, and
I mean, they literally had like a face-to-face on the go home. Like it's like, or 2 weeks before Rumble. It's like, obviously they're going to be the focal. Let's, before we get out of it, just for fun, we have our picks in here. Who we got as like the final 4? Is it going to be like is it going to be Gunther, Punk, Cody?
It depends on what kind of rumors you're believing nowadays, you know? I mean, I think if someone big debuts, they're going to be in it. And when I say big, I mean, let's just not getting any hopes up here, but let's just say MJF. I think he's got to be. I could see a serious situation where Punk is just dominating and, you know, he's the only one standing in the ring. Countdown goes and MJF's music hits, and
oh my God,
that moment would be insane. And then, well, that would immediately make me think, well, Punk's not winning. They're going to have a match at WrestleMania, MJF versus Punk at Mania.
Or you could do the Cody thing first. I think he would come and eliminate. because if they're not,
Oh, they do. That's Cody's like BFF.
yeah, if they're not doing because you want him to come in and everyone to hate him. So if they push off the Cody thing again, and they wanted to do Roman and The Rock, like MJF coming in and tossing out Cody, and then them having a match at Mania, which then you can there's again, this is completely fantasy booking. I don't think it's even close to happening. Even though I've heard from this, he knows his shit, but I just couldn't. It would be one of the, like I told you, I think it would be one of the most insane. It would be bigger than Punk, I think, returning to WWE. Honestly, it's literally, I think, the last glimmering hope of that company. And
AEW.
If they lost him, if
you lose him, you're basically saying Edge is your biggest star, and no offense to Edge, he is a very big star. It's just in that company he has not been working. Then you have the Okada stuff. I mean, he's actually a free agent. In my opinion, Okada is more likely than MJF for the simple fact that I don't know if MJF has re-signed with AEW or not. Okada, I know, is a free agent. I don't know if he's signed with AEW, but I know that he was a free agent. I don't know if MJF contract was up or anything.
Yeah, they're saying contract like it's by the end of January. It's like easily with these deals, they could buy out the last 4 days sometimes and be like, hey, if he wants to be in the Rumble, and he's been with that company forever, and he left under obviously great terms, and he's going to maybe do the WWE or AEW, like the Royal Rumble. It's like one of those things. Like if they could definitely get a deal done if they. But also, how would they treat Okada in WWE?
Right. It could also be a one-off. Could also be like, hey, come in, do the Rumble. You don't need to sign anything long-term. Come in, do the Rumble, and then if you like what you're doing, we can talk or something like that. That would be cool. Why not? Is there anyone else? I think The Rock won't be in the Rumble only because, he was made a member of the board of directors this week. And it'd be like everyone knows that. So I feel like putting in an executive like that immediately in the Rumble and having him win it is kind of weird, Do you think we get Big E? I think Big E could be a possible entrant.
I was thinking Rumble. Like that Edge return, that he would get a huge. He's been around all over, like on their different social media events and everything. It's just like they're all coming out.
I can imagine something like that. They're all, Kofi and Xavier getting beat down by like fucking the Final Testament or something,
dude.
And
yes.
Big. Do you think someone big debuts tonight? Okada, MJF. Do you think somebody makes their WWE debut?
I mean,
free agent wise, don't talk NXT. Free agent wise,
my man's never wrong. I think it's there's no shot of it happening, but if my man's saying that potentially something's happening, I have to believe that it is. So even if it's a slip of the word or something, but I don't know, man. When I think of scarves,
I'm just saying, WWE shop has a whole bunch of scarves on, so he could really mean that he wants to up his scarf game by getting one of these scarves, not necessarily the other thing.
That's true. I do think there is a debut tonight.
I also do. BTW, they also WWE shop released CM Punk's original Best in the World t-shirt, the white one.
I was wearing it yesterday, and I'll be wearing it underneath my tux tonight.
I 1000% bought it.
I got.
Yeah, wasn't going to miss out on that. I missed out on it in AEW. Wasn't going to miss out on it now.
I bought it when he was. I got his WWE shirt. I found it on somewhere. I got it while he was in. I think no, it was before he debuted in AEW. I got the Best in the World white with the black. I want the one you got though, which I think I can finally order now, because when I was trying to get it, it was just like, oh, fuck off until like the end of January, maybe.
make sure
Like,
you
oh.
check the sizes because I've been trying to get the hoodie that matches this, and it's like impossible to get.
Yeah, I gotta get that. All right.
So, oh wait, that's a youth one. I'm on the website right now. I'm fucking just like chilling, on the fucking website. But yeah, you can get it.
Let's get out of these guys.
Yeah, let's get out of the rumble.
Let's go. All right, one thing left to do, and honestly, I think I could play the little thing or whatever. Then we could probably just go 1, 2, 3, say a name, and then probably end it. But
Yeah.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jabroni.
So it's Vince McMahon, right?
Tony Khan, let me tell you something. No, it's Vince. It's Vince.
It's Vince. Vince is the guy.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jabroni.
Clip that.
Probably jaBROni of the year. Probably.
Yeah, that's so
It's
early.
But
But
I mean, we're probably talking either the same thing or like fucking murder to beat this guy. So, that's what that is.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I gotta get ready for this damn wedding. Stupid stuff. So you can find all episodes of the show on YouTube, the jaBROnis Pod, all audio, whatnot.
We've been on Twitter live like all the time, like this whole time.
Who's this?
Us.
Yeah, this one we're gonna put out live because quick turnaround. The algorithm is ridiculous, but
I just found it weird that it was on Twitter live, but we're not doing this live.
No, we're on live. We're super live.
Yeah, that's great. Nice.
You can follow me on X, Happy jaBROni.
I'm what am I? I'm
Philly
fucking
jaBROni.
Philly jaBROni 1. Yeah, I'm Philly jaBROni 1. Sorry, I was kind of blown back by the live thing,
Shit. What did we say? Did we say anything bad?
Not about anybody that didn't deserve it.
All right, but enjoy the Rumble. We'll be back next week to talk. Now it's road to WrestleMania in Philly. It's just we're gonna have
countdown on, everybody. Hall of Fame inductees getting announced, matches getting announced. We got this one stupid little pothole called Elimination Chamber we got to get through, but then it's smooth sailing.
For the we'll have like a very good idea by like 11 o'clock tonight, at least of some idea of some matches. There's going to be eliminations that set up storylines for Mania, so it's going to be wonderful. So everyone enjoy the Rumble, and we will see you next week. jaBROnis out.
jaBROni, jaBROni, XYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.